Hey people, it is Wednesday, January the 18th. The time is 2:08 in the afternoon and it's currently 4 degrees Celsius. And I'm here on Gerrard Street East, just approaching Sherbourne Street, which is just immediately east of here, and I will be walking from here to the Value Village in Leslieville. I'm due for my somewhat infrequent visits to the Value Village there in Leslieville. It's the closest Value Village to where I live. We're currently just a block or so away from my apartment building. And I'm due to get a new pair of jeans or pants of some sort. And that's usually my go-to place. Just crossing Sherbourne. Now the Valley Village is on Queen Street, so we're going to be heading south down to Queen at some point. And we're currently walking through the western end of the Cabbagetown neighborhood. Now I could take Parliament Street down to Queen, but I was thinking for a change, maybe I'll take a residential street instead. Ontario Street. So let's walk south here on Ontario Street. I think this will take us down to Shooter, and then we'll be in front of the Moss Park. I think there's a neat alleyway also that I could take down to Shooter from Dundas, so maybe I'll do that once I get to Dundas. I'll head over to that alley. It's sort of like a street and an alley all in one. I like to call those strallies. It's a new term I think I made up. Of course, it's another take on a similar term called strode, which has become commonplace now. Some beautiful old homes here on Ontario Street. Some townhouses, row houses. 19th century era. A lot of these are subdivided into apartments as well.
Sorry about that.
There's another alley. I have done a video walking through most of the alleys around this area here in downtown East. Here's Dundas Street East. Come back towards downtown. Dundas heading to Broadview Station. I think this is the one I was thinking of. It says Milan Street, but as you can see, it's not a regular street with asphalt. Although this alley has asphalt. Well, this certainly looks to be more street than alley. It's becoming quite commonplace for alleyways to have housing within them now. Here's the part that resembles an alley. So when I walk past on Shooter Street looking up this way, this is what I usually see. Much more reminiscent of an alley with the garages backing on away from the street the next block over. So in some ways it is sort of part alley, part street. And here's the Moss Park Apartments as we come up onto Shooter Street. Poulette Street. I think this is another one. Another one that looks like both a street and an alley, depending on what side you're looking at. I'll have to do a walk along that one in another video. I'll try to find all these strallies in the area. Here's Parliament Street, so I'm going to head south down to Queen now. It's another gloomy, overcast day, although better than yesterday. Yesterday was fog throughout the entire day and drizzle. At least for now it's dry, although it looks like it could rain at any moment. Two obnoxious noises, one right after the other. And here's Queen Street. So now it's a straight shot down to Leslieville. So this stretch of Queen Street East, still in downtown on the east side, it's definitely seen better days, but there are signs that revitalization is on the horizon. The new Ontario Line subway will be passing through the area at Queen and Sherbourne, with a station located there at Moss Park. That's just a bit to the east, or sorry, the west of here. Sackville Street, looking up into Regent Park. I hate to be trapped in that car. Dominion Square. I've always noticed this building just based on how massive it is. I'm never exactly sure what's going on inside here. Some nice old townhomes. One of them burnt down several years back, but it looks like it's being reconstructed. That's good to see. That gap will be filled in. Hopefully the new building is at least complementary to what's already there. It'll most likely resemble the one right beside it, or something similar. At least the scale is right. And that lot across the street is has a proposal for a new tower, residential tower. And this part of Queen Street is always a bit quieter in terms of pedestrian activity than in the heart of downtown, obviously, or even east of the Don, where things pick up again in the Riverside and Leslieville neighborhoods. Those are quite lively. And of course, Queen Street West is usually rammed with pedestrians. A lot of these old townhomes date from the mid-19th century. This is one of the oldest parts of the city we're currently walking through. It's known as Corktown. And Corktown is a neighborhood within a larger neighborhood called Old Town. And we're about to leave downtown. Because up ahead is the Don River and the Queen Street Viaduct. It's a bridge that will take us over the river and over the Don Valley Parkway into the Riverside neighborhood. And here's River Street. That guy had removed his shoes and was standing there in his bare feet. Maybe his shoes got wet. He was just letting them dry out. And here we are, walking over the Queen Street Viaduct. You can pause and read if you like. Don River. Looking over towards the Regent Park neighborhood. And the financial district looming off to the west. Don Valley Parkway. And we are in Riverside. The larger neighborhood that this lies within is referred to as Riverdale. But most people would consider the heart of Riverdale to be a bit further north. This is unusual. Don't often expect to see a car emerging from inside of a building onto the sidewalk. And this end of Queen east of downtown is seeing quite a lot of new development here along the street, with mostly mid-rise condos. Some of them are a bit taller, but those ones are usually backed off away from the street. There are lots of great restaurants, shops, and bars along Queen Street all the way down through Leslieville. And even further east of that is the Beaches neighborhood, which is also great. A little bit more family oriented though in the Beaches. But there's no shortage of families living in Riverside and Leslieville as well. Looks like a film shoot is underway here at Broadview. Here's looking north. Looks like they're using the old Broadview Hotel as a filming location. Sort of one of the landmark buildings in this neighborhood. Saw a train go over the rail trestle up ahead. It was a Via train. You'll also see GO trains using that corridor. And in the future, the Ontario Line subway will also be using that corridor.
La Cantina is my go-to go out because they have amazing market.
Got like a great old building across the street. It's a library branch now. I'm not sure what it was. Looks like it was a bank, but Toronto does have a rather beautiful collection of old library buildings. And it even has a clock up there. It's a good thing I'm not superstitious. Another great old building here. And there's a GO train. And looking up the famous Degrassi Street. I always have to comment on that whenever I pass by. I have done a few walks along Degrassi Street, if you're interested in seeing what that street looks like. It seems like when you're waiting to catch a streetcar, they never seem to come fast enough. Or if you're not, you just see them literally every 30 seconds. It's been non-stop streetcar action. Here's Jimmy Simpson Park. And welcome to Leslieville. We're just coming into the neighborhood.
It's the day out.
And coming up to Logan Avenue. This is where I had one of my famous dingus encounters. I think it was last year. I put that in a compilation video of all of my accumulated dingus encounters over the last 4 years. It's quite entertaining if you're into that sort of thing. But the Value Village is just right up ahead. So I am going to start to wrap things up here. Hope you enjoyed the walk, starting from basically where I live here to the Leslieville Value Village, walking through Australia along the way, and along Queen Street through the east side of downtown and Leslieville and Riverside, or part of Leslieville anyway. So if you enjoyed the walk, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also be sure to hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store, and there's also a super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.